This video is about the timeline of the animation. The timeline has an upper part with the time in seconds, and in this upper part there is the handle of the current time that we can click and drag back and forth. We can also click anywhere on this upper part to move the current time to a specific time. Then there is the rendering, the animation start time and end time that we can drag, and these are the time of the begin and end of the animation. It's also used for rendering a specific part of the animation. Below this part there are the keyframe. The keyframe are these little diamonds. When you hover over a keyframe, a tooltip explains all the data, shows all the data about the keyframe. Keyframes can be selected by click, Ctrl+click adds to the selection, Shift+click removes from the selection. Keyframes can also be selected with rectangle selection. Once a keyframe, one or more keyframes are selected, they can be dragged to move them, and with a right click we can open a menu where we have move keyframes, where we can move a keyframe to an absolute time or to a specific time offset. We can copy keyframes, and keyframe in out specifies how the interpolation of the trajectory is performed, going into the keyframe and going out of the keyframe. So for example, if we choose linear smooth, we specify to interpolate linearly going towards the keyframe and smooth going out of the keyframe. In this case, if we want to have a complete linear interpolation between these two keyframes, we have to select the first keyframe 2 and say one of the output out to be linear, for example this one. Now we have a linear interpolation up to this keyframe and then a smooth interpolation. We also have the zoom level of the timeline. If we increase the smooth level, we can zoom up to individual frames, so we have the frame number here and the time in seconds above. Using the scroll bar we can scroll back and forth, and now we can see this other part. We have the usual controls. This is go to the beginning, this is back one frame, this is play, this is forward one frame, and to the end. The play, there is also the play mode. So the default is normal, which means that the play is done from beginning to end and then stop. Then there is a loop, where it goes from start to end and then back to start again, or it can be back and forth, where when it comes to the end it goes back, a sort of ping pong, to the beginning and then forward again, and so on. Then we have the set keyframe that we already saw in another video, and delete selected keyframes to delete the currently selected keyframes. Another important menu item for the keyframe are remove properties. In some cases we may want to remove not every keyframe attribute, but only some of the channels. For example, here we have a keyframe with position and 3 rotations. If we want to change this and remove, for example, all the rotation, but keeping the position, we can do like this. And now, this keyframe only is a keyframe of position, no more rotation like before. It doesn't rotate. At this point, it only moves.